Welcome back, guys, to Factorio Meiosis. This is episode number 11. So last episode we took care, at least in the short term, medium term, of some power troubles by adding 500 steam engines over here in a big grid. So we're okay for a little while, and that's going to let us make some stuff. First thing we need to do is to take care of our oil processing. And I went over the ratios last time, but I'll go over it again just to refresh. So we're going to be using multiples of 4 oil refineries using advanced oil processing, which will get us 4 units of heavy oil. We're going to take that 4 units of heavy oil in one chemical plant. We're going to crack it to light oil. So the 4 units are going to turn into 3 units of light oil. And we're also going to be making, 18 units of light oil, and then 3 more is 21 total units of light oil. So in 7 more chemical plants, we will be cracking the light oil to petroleum gas. We're going to be making a whole bunch of petroleum gas with 4 refineries to 1 heavy to light cracker to 7 light to petroleum oil cracker. Plural. So that's the ratio we're going to do. I've spent a pretty good amount of time looking for good layouts for this to make it as compact and tileable as possible. This one's pretty good just for this little part because it sort of puts all the same things in one spot. All the petroleum is right there. This guy feeds directly into that. Problem is, it's too kind of short. This is longer. And turns out, I actually found the best layout I found was from the Factorio subreddit. Was more compact than anything I could come up with. I got close, but this is close. This is more compact than anything I could come up with. So, if you just follow the pipes, you can see where they go. This is the water one, and he has got to do things like, for instance, go down through here to hook up with him. And then we have some things like, this is water as well, going around. And this one, I did some modifications of the one I found on the forum because it was not tileable, and the one we are going to be using is. So let me pick this stuff up. And we shall put it down for real. I think I'm going to be using 3 of these tiled. That's going to be a lot of petroleum gas, but I added up these. We have almost enough oil coming from these to have 4 of these laid out. So 16 refineries and all those other things. But these are going to diminish over time, so we won't be able to do that forever. And more importantly, I guess, is the fact that, let's just put that as close as possible, as long as none of the pipes are getting confused. Yeah, seems fine. Yeah, we just don't need that much all at once. I think 3 is going to be actually a lot already. Where is... We went here. Okay, so let's see if this tiles properly. I think it should. The ones on the top are... Or the water on the top is not tiling. The water is tiling along the bottom because it's just easier, just based on the layout of the outputs, or the inputs rather, on these refineries. So the oil is tiling left to right, left to right. Very good. And I didn't have to unpower that guy, so we have to hook up the water to a pump and do... Oops. Do I have a pump? I don't think so. Oh, and I need 1 iron gear wheel. Okay, well, I guess we shall run up here and grab an iron gear wheel. I guess I can snag it from this, because it's probably going to be backed up. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think 1 of these offshore pumps should be fine for that much. Actually, no, let's do some math. Let's not just assume, because that's probably not even true. So we are going to be having 12 of these. That means... we need 1 water per second. And an offshore pump, I think, can do 10 a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. Let's try at least 2 offshore pumps, and then I'll just monitor it and make sure it's running at full speed. And if it's not... oops. Meant to grab those out of my inventory, not make more. But yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. If it's working, good. If it's not, I'll add another pump. That's easier than doing a whole bunch more math, I think. Okay, so now all this, yes, that's filling up with water. Jolly good. Then we will hook the other guy up to the oil, which is right there. needs to be tiled. Oh, yeah, just one little guy. There we go. Blam. Okay, so they should all be going. So with this method, we don't need any storage of the heavy or light oil. Our only output is going to be the petroleum gas, which is right here. And I guess I'll do that with the underground belt going over to there. This guy is actually going to... They're going to fill up as soon as this pipe fills up with... no, not the pipe. This pipe fills up with petroleum gas. In fact, it's getting full. It's already halfway there. And I might have some petroleum gas storage just as a backup. I don't know. But we don't really technically need it. So the next thing to do is to cart that to our next cell, which is going to be a plastic cell. And it needs coal and petroleum gas. So we are going to need... Let's get the cart. We're going to need a new cell. And this is a lot of stone. I'm going to need a lot of stone for all the concrete I want to use. And I guess for other uses as well. So I want to skip that. So let's jump in the car and just head a little bit south from there and see where we can put an exit. I think I will change this guy here to the exit blueprint. Okay, car, stop. So let's get some of these. Let's see, we're going to be doing this one. I need 50 of those. And just grab a little bit of everything, I guess. I think that might be enough. I think that might be enough. We'll see. Okay, and then we will deconstruct you. Oh, okay. I have to... That's the end of the line. I haven't made any more, so I don't have to actually measure it. Just get rid of all of it. And then put its replacement right down. Okay, now where did you go? Okay, lovely. That was quick and painless. Put you down, put you back. So this guy is the exit. Okay, good. And this is far enough south. Yeah, we got plenty of room. No problem. All we need to do is we need to bring in... Did I not have enough? I didn't pick up any curved pieces. Okay. There you go, guys. Finish it up. Lovely. There we go. All right, so the next one to do, and I probably am really short for this one. I need the unloading train. So the stop will be like that. And I think for this, I think we're only ever going to need one coal train coming to this guy ever. So I don't need to add a bunch of space for extra trains to get stuck like we did at our iron and copper. For instance, and for coal, because I'm about to add an extra coal train to our system, so they will get backed up in this space. I have multiple iron trains, so they do get backed up in this little area. But for this, I think one is enough, and I am out of supplies. I probably don't have the stuff I need in the car. But that actually isn't a huge deal. What am I'm low on belts. That's fine. Not a big deal. I will finish that up later. Okay, good. So this is going to bring in the coal. And then for now, we are going to be piping the petroleum gas. There is a mod, which I think is really going to be a good fit for this playthrough, which I haven't decided if I'm going to use. But I'm leaning towards using it. And what it does is it lets you put any of the liquids into barrels. Right now, in the current vanilla game, you can only put crude into barrels, and you have to do that to ship them long distances. The developers have said in an upcoming patch they're going to add a different type of cargo wagon that lets you, it's basically going to be an oil wagon. What would you call that? I don't know, but it's going to be full of oil instead of putting it into barrels. But what the mod does, it lets you put heavy oil, light oil, petroleum gas, sulfuric acid, and lubricant into barrels to take them to and fro. I think that is going to be a good idea for this series, because, for instance, if I want to make the super fast belts, which I haven't researched yet, I need lubricant, and I either have to waste a bunch of fuel by only making lubricant at, like, this guy, for instance, or we can have this huge processing center, not this one, because this one's only making petroleum gas, but we can have another one that makes heavy oil and light oil and stuff, and we could be shipping the lubricant in the barrels. I think we're going to do that, but for now we don't really need to, and I am going to just, let's see, I guess we got to go all the way down there. So I'm just going to use pipes for now until I've decided. All right, so here is the finished cell. Ended up being fairly compact. We got the unloading guy here, the loading guy here. They both split from the input. They recombine for the output. And the plastic cell itself, the little construction area, pretty small. It may not seem very big compared to some of our other ones. So this takes 3 petroleum gas per second. And keep in mind that all our refineries and chemical plants, they are on a 5-second timer. So we have to divide what we're making out of those by 5, and I think we have enough to power 7 of these full time. But I put an 8th there just because we might increase at some point, and just for symmetry, and why not? Even if I have a storage area for the petroleum gas. Oh, here comes the coal cell, so it's actually going to start working now, or the coal train. Okay, so there comes the coal off of the train up here to here. This train is actually pretty much incredible amounts of overkill for this. We only need 1 coal for each of these, and this thing just brought a hell of a lot of coal. So 8,200, yeah, a few thousand coal it just brought. And there goes the plastic. And the plastic, we won't be making that much, but each of these is making 2 plastic at a time. And if you think about it, the advanced circuit, which is the first use for our plastic, they are on an 8-second timer. And this is on a 1-second timer, and we're making 2 at a time. So we're making basically enough plastic to power 64 advanced circuit assemblers, right? I'm not going to have that many, but we are making maybe more plastic than it at first seems. Okay, that seems good. Now, are they all going full stop? This guy is. Seems to be, although I guess maybe they're emptying the pipe, and maybe one of them will slow down. Maybe I did the math wrong. Maybe I forgot to carry the 4, add the 3. Yeah, they seem to be going pretty fair clip. And this is staying at a pretty constant. Maybe it's slowly being drained. It's being refilled as it's being drained, but the number might be trending downwards. It seems to be, yeah, okay. It is trending downwards, so after this pipe, which is a form of storage, I guess, after it empties out, then probably they will just start going slower. We'll have enough for about 7 of these, but anyway, whatever. So there we go. There is that guy, and I need to change our refill train so that he comes down here. But now that we have that, we can make the advanced circuit cell, which is going to need input for plastic bars, electronic circuits, and copper plates. So I am just about finished setting up the red circuit cell. We got a little bit left to do. We can set up the trains going now. We are actually next to the green circuit cell, so that train won't have far to go. The plastic cell is right there, and the copper cell is right there. So none of those guys are going to have very far to go. This one's plastic, this one's green circuits, and this one is copper. Here will be the loading stage, and there is the module we're going to use to build the things. Let's set up the train to go get the stuff we need. So take half of that. You need to go to... no, you need to go to plastic cell for 20 seconds. And then you need to come back to red circuit plastic to drop that off for 20 seconds. Okay, off you go. And I haven't finished all the signaling here, but it should be fine for now because we're not gonna have a train going through here. And I can add more stops to here afterwards. Fine tune it. What's next? Copper. Okay, so that's gonna have an orange one. And you need 4 of these guys. Okay, good. So you need to go to the copper cell for 20 seconds, and then you need to come back to red circuit copper for 20 seconds. And let's give you some coal and say, off you go, buddy. Okay, that's you. Then we need, let's see, who's next? Green circuits, right? So we're gonna need a green one. Here we go. And you are exactly the same as the other ones. It might be more efficient to have trains of different sizes if you really want to min-max it. But what I want to focus on is expanding quickly once we have a system in place. So if this train isn't totally full, I'm not really too worried about that. All right, you're going to green circuit cell. And then you're going to come back to red circuit green. For 20 seconds. There we go. Give you the coal so you can get started. And we probably already have at least one of those guys back here again. Let's start stamping down our output. We've got our plastic here and our copper here. Our green circuit should be... I think this is him, right? No, that is the coal refueler train. We'll have to go look for him in a minute. No, there he is right there. Okay, lovely. So here is what we're using for our little stampable guy. The copper wire can support 8 of these guys, but unless you're using robots, it's kind of awkward to do that. So we're just going to have 1 copper cable assembler supporting 4 advanced circuit modules. And if it's working, we shall know right away, because all our materials are here. And can I move this 1 block over? Can I get away with that? I think so. Okay, and the only one we have to change is... Why is this not coming through? Is this the wrong way? Is this one the wrong... Maybe this one's facing the wrong way. That should be going through. There we go. Okay, there goes the copper. You're making the cables. You're making the circuits. Circuits are getting put on this other middle belt, whatever. And then we should be able to tile them after that. But blam! Oh, it's so satisfying. Okay, so let's pick up this guy. We should be able to fit 5 or 6 in here. I have enough plastic production that I think I could easily do 32 of these guys. I don't know if we'll be able to keep up with our green circuits for that, but we probably will. Maybe not. I don't know. But I'm basically just going to put down as many as we have space for. That is, what, 4 of these? 1, 2, 3, 4. And each of these has, what, 8? Where's my recipe? It's down here. Yeah, each of these makes 8 times 4. That's 32. All right, let's go. And we're starting to get the circuits on the belt now. Let's go 1 farther. If we can fit it, let's do it. We can't. We can fit half of it. And I don't really have room to move that. So yeah, let's just fit half of it, and I will delete the other half. Okay, pick all that up. Pick all that up. Guess I ran... Oh, I run out of red inserters halfway through the process. It appears that I did. And pull that back. And normal inserters too, huh? Out of both of them. My car is up here. Should be... Where is it? Over there? And I guess I probably could have made these a little bit more compact, these loading stations. Yeah, I definitely could have. I could have saved a lot of space like that. Food for thought. We are running out of space here. But after we get this... The destroyer modules set up, we are going to take a lot more real estate. Okay, and let's see. Here is you. It appears that... Oh, okay, we have an issue with the plastic on one of the belts. Oh, going the wrong way. Okay. Very dumb mistake, but very easy to fix. There you go. We're already backed up on circuits and copper. I guess part of that might be because half of our production line wasn't even working. Now let's see if I cut this down to size properly. We still have the offloader for the last guy. We need this to get copper into this inserter. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. I can get rid of this and that. And that. Okay, and then we are good to go. All right, we should be making quite a bit. And then I guess the last thing to do is to put a little balancer guy on it. If I still have the blueprint on me, and I do. And let's not... I don't want to do this because I don't want copper coming out that side. So let's just do it that way. And he will eventually come down to here. That's one belt. Not even a full belt, because I don't think we can compress this belt with this many of these guys. We would need more. A lot more. But it will get distributed evenly through all these chests. And I guess that about wraps up this episode. We set up 2 new cells. We have our plastic cell down here. Oh, we also did oil refining stuff. And we set up the red circuit cell. Wow, that's probably like a record for progress in one episode. Look at that. Okay, so that's it. We'll see you next time. Next time we're making Destroyer Capsule. See you later. Bye-bye.